Hi everybody. Hasn't been much to talk about out here, homesteading wise, considering it's still ridiculously snowy. In fact, this looks a lot better. We had snow. Let me show you my trees. My bunnies this year have destroyed my fruit trees. So I put some brand new fruit trees in. They're done. They've completely rimmed them, and not just rimmed them like 2 or 3 feet of bark gone. This is an apple tree that I've had for 15 years here. It's a 5 variety apple tree. I've probably shown you. Look at this, stripped from the bottom to the top. And they even jumped up on my bar stools I have here, holding the branches up because I had so much fruit. And they've jumped on the bar stools and stripped the bark up there. That's how high our snow was. These are very tall stools. The snow banks were unbelievable. We've had quite a bit of a melt, but I mean, we still are getting snow. It's still icy. It's still freezing cold. My poor birds too. They want to go outside. They're trying to go outside. They're actually being very brave, bless their hearts. It's so cold out. Oh. Anyways, I'm trying to get their feeding in before my toddler wakes up, because as soon as she wakes up, all hell breaks loose. My big old oak tree seems to not have dropped huge branches on me yet, which is fantastic. However, it's been housing huge hawks, big red-tailed hawks. I guess they're migrating through and looking for victuals. And I don't know if they're sitting there looking at my girls in the coop when they're out there in the run, trying to figure out how they could get in there, or they're looking for little rodents and things like that. Regardless. Hold on, let me balance my coffee. Where are you guys all from today? Hello? Thank you for tuning in. I'm sorry this is very early. I've been up though since like 5. I've been turning the light on for my girls around 5 a.m. I want to try and give them about 16 hours, sorry, all up in my face, 16 hours of daylight or artificial light even, so that they can lay a good ample supply of eggs. And it's been helping a lot. My girls are really maximizing what they're doing. Hold on. I need a coffee shelf where they're not going to get it. 1 second, babies. Hello, everybody. Don't drink my coffee. It's not good for you. Hold on. Let's close this. Oh. So I come out here around 5 a.m. I turn that light on for them. And then I turn it off before I go to bed. Maybe around 9 o'clock at night, I would say. Come on. And that gives 16 hours, yeah? Here, you guys don't go up here very much. Or up here even better. And come sunrise, I open up the coop for them to come out. They're happy to come out most of the time, unless it's snow on the ground. I have a covered coop. I just got the roof on end of fall, like right before the snow flew, like 2 days after we finally got this plexi roof on. And it's been such a blessing. It's been less rain and less snow and less muck. Sorry guys, let's close it up. Thank goodness we have the roof. However, when you have driving snow, windy conditions, the snow still comes in. And they're all excited to go outside in the morning. And when I open the door, if there's snow on the ground, they all just look at me like, oh, just kidding. We're not going out there. Thanks for coming out. So they're kind of dainty in that way. And then my big girls, like Bertha, my Brahma. She's a great big Brahma, and she's got very feathered legs and feet. As you can see, they're a very cold, hardy variety of bird, of chicken, and they're big. They will go outside and brave the cold. Birds like Cochins, even Banties. Hold on, I got to put this down somewhere. Even Banties like me fleurs, the ducal variety of birds, they have feathered out feet. They're pretty darn hardy, even though they're bantams. My Silky, she likes being out here as well. Hi guys. Ooh, it's cold. Man, springtime, where art thou? This winter has been particularly difficult. We haven't had such snow in a long time. I mean, I can't remember snow like this, the amount of snow that we got since I was little. Huge snow banks. You couldn't even figure out where to put the snow anymore. You couldn't pile it up any higher. Unreal. Hi, baby. I have a very broody gal that thinks she's going to hatch out some eggs, which of course are not fertile because I don't have roots. Oh well. Bless her little heart. She's a sweet girl. Oh, springtime, yeah. So it's just kind of like a drag, and the mornings are slow and cold. But then the day goes by so quickly. You have ideas of planting seeds. I still can't even get in my greenhouse. The amount of snow, my greenhouse has been frozen shut. All my tropicals are in there. I know my heater's still working because I see the temperature in there. I have a thermostat. But I'm unable to get into it. Everything's frozen shut, and the snow is halfway up the door. Very frustrated. I hope that all my tropicals that I've been working on for like a decade aren't dead. They may very well be. Last year, I had really good success. I was out there all the time and watering and things like that. I literally haven't watered in there in months. So let's just hope the condensation that's in there and the amount of moisture, I don't know, keeps everything semi-alive. Otherwise, I guess I did a huge culling of my plants this year, unintentionally, and that sucks. Breaks my heart. Anyway, usually I'd be out there, heaters on, and doing my seedling trays. Where are you? Sorry, I'm in southern Ontario in Canada. Where are you located? Yeah, so it's not nice. Thing is, we're southern. Like, I have people coming down to visit and stuff like that. They're like 3-4 hours north. They're like, you wouldn't believe the amount of snow. I said, oh, I would believe it. We thought we got it bad, and they have it way worse, even just a few hours north of us. Let me just hanging out their water. Hold on. Palm Springs. Oh, Palm Springs. What I wouldn't do to be in Palm Springs right now. I'm so sick of this winter. I'm not a winter person at all. I'm a summer baby through and through. And this particular weather, like this, right before we really hit spring, the winter just lags. Oh, no snow. I know, man. The winter just lags. It lasts forever. The cold just lasts forever, and you get a break. We have some sun. It's so nice to finally see the sun. Look at that. Sunshine. Amazing. We haven't seen the sun in so long. It's just doom and gloom and snow and cold and wind and yuck. And the snow looks so disgusting right now. Everyone's like, oh, snow's so pretty. It's not pretty when it's dirty and gross, and it's been there all winter. It's not pretty. It's not fun anymore. I know, guys. I know. I'm interrupting your morning. Palm Springs. Yes, beautiful. But I've been trying to keep it warmer in my coop. It's really cold outside, but it's nearly 10 degrees centigrade in here. That would be almost 50 Fahrenheit. So I'm trying to keep my birds semi-acclimated to being outside and wanting to go outside. And they do. But having a place to come in and shelter and maybe warm up a little bit, because I do see some of them shivering sometimes. They're like, oops, sounds like an egg. Yeah, she actually hasn't been laying eggs. She's been stealing everybody else's eggs. She thinks she's like the house brooder. So all the birds go up there and they lay their eggs on this shelf. She sounds like a stray cat. And she tells everybody off, but she lets them up there. They lay their egg, and then she scoots them underneath her. And she's just a tiny little chicken. But she thinks she's in charge of that. See, they're up there trying to lay an egg. She's in the corner, the black one. And she collects them all. I'll go up there halfway through the day, and she'll have like 4, 5, 6 eggs underneath her. My sweet girl. But if you go up and you pet her, you rub her little ears, she softens up for you really quick. Pardon me. I've been up since 5. No makeup, no nothing. Hi. Wow, ruckus in here today. Funny thing, I came out here 2 days ago and put classical music on for them in the morning for the first time, since they've been grown. I mean, I did it when they were first little, but they kept knocking the clock radio off the shelf, and so I kind of abandoned ship. Anyway, I came out here while I was feeding in the morning, because it takes me a while to feed. Look at that, pine shavings. And I put Vivaldi, one of my favorites. And you should have seen how interested they were. They all lined up in front of me. They were doing like the dog head tilt thing. And, when people hear a song and they don't know the words, but they're trying to pretend like they do. But my toddler does that. I know adults do that too when songs come on. And that's what they were trying to do. They were trying to mimic the violin. So they really like violin music. And it was just so cute to watch. So every morning now that I come out, I've been putting classical music on for them, and they get really excited. Hey, we all need some joy in life, right? Even birds. Anyways, yes, I hope that you guys are staying warm and you're having much nicer weather than we are. I'm so sick of this nonsense, but look at that sun. Oh, what a dream. I can't wait for spring. Hopefully we have a nice long spring, summer, fall. The winter just sucks. And this could go on for at least another month. We've had snow at the end of March. We've had snow at the beginning of April. Happy chickens make great eggs. That's exactly right. I come out here. I have a very personal relationship with each of my chickens. They all have names. Some people don't name their chickens even. I come out. They all get cuddles. They all get checked over every day. They get treats. They come up to me like dogs. Happy chickens do make great eggs. You're right. Absolutely 100% correct. The other thing I wanted to talk about was spring chicken maintenance, especially if you live in a temperate zone like me, where things... Oh, this is going out. Where we have this severe change of weather. So come winter, spring, and fall, winter sort of situation, chickens are very prone to getting respiratory infections, just like humans are. Easy, turbos. Just like humans are. So going in and out of the cold and the warm, and everyone gets colds and they start getting sick, and the flu and the sneezing and all that. Tomato worms. Right. So you start getting respiratory infections. You also get mites and lice and worms. Definitely worms. Prevention is the best policy. Make sure you're putting your apple cider vinegar in their water. If you have a plastic waterer, you can't put it in metal waterers. It'll corrode. Sometimes I will, since I do have a metal waterer as well, I just pour it on top. Yeah, they love it. I'm telling you, it's amazing. They love that classical music. So I'll put the apple cider vinegar in their feed right on top of it. I've been really beefing them up over the winter with seeds, hearty seeds and grains, corn and things like that to boost their metabolism, to keep them a little bit warmer, help them fight that cold. It takes longer for their digestive system to work on the grains, and it keeps them warmer. Right now, I am focusing on trying to give them as much fresh veg as I can that will help with worms. Melons and cucumbers are especially great for that situation. I'm putting, hi, Bor. I always put garlic and onion in their feed. That is kind of a controversial subject, and I don't understand why. People say, oh, it makes the eggs taste funny. Well, the people that buy eggs from me tell me that they're the best eggs that they've ever had. And these are people that usually go and buy farm fresh eggs all the time. They go out of their way to do so. I've never noticed any difference. I make sure that they have onion and garlic because it helps them with their immune system. Again, happy, healthy chickens make great eggs, regardless. Other spices that I add cumin seeds. I add coriander seeds, help with parasites. I add a wide variety of grains and millet, things like that. Oregano, immune system function, almost like people, just like people, man. Oregano, rosemary, thyme, all those Italian-y seasonings, all those poultry seasonings. I know it sounds kind of ironic. I'm not eating my chickens, by the way. But all the poultry seasonings that go in sage and rosemary and thyme and things like that are all benefit your birds. I make sure I've added ground cinnamon to their feed. Hi, babies. I just top dress everything. The onion, the garlic, cayenne pepper. Pepper is capsicum. Kills a lot of baddies and helps with your immune system as well. So anyway, I want to be one of your chickens. You know, people say my chickens are better fed than a lot of other people. But I mean, I'm passionate about this, right? I'm originally a chef. I do cooking shows, and I'm trying to help learn how to be a little bit more self-sufficient and figuring this out for themselves. And in order to do so, like, I've been showing them gardening for many years, gardening and farm to table type stuff. So from seed all the way to my pan and my plate, I've been trying to show different vegetables and things like that and how you do that yourself. So it only makes sense that I would be doing that for my birds. So they eat in the spring, summer, fall, they eat what's in my yard. I have tons of greens and things like that. They can eat a wide variety of things from my yard. And I make sure that I don't grow anything that's poisonous. And if I do, I make sure that it's not in there. So it's very important to boost their immune system. My birds don't forage. They are not free ranging in my yard. It sounds strange. I live in the suburb. We have a lot of predators. If you've never tuned in before, we have tons of predators. For instance, that huge red-tailed hawk. And I know different people in the neighborhood. We have peregrine falcons. I can see them when I'm walking my toddler. They nest here. Hawks, we've got skunks, we've got opossums, we've got rats, we've got cats, we've got people's dogs, we've got all manners of strange predators. So mine have a big coop, the Hilton of coops. They have a really big run, and it's completely encased in the hardwire cloth to make sure that no predators can get in. And it's not just around the sides and the top, it was all the way underneath, so nothing can burrow either. So yeah, they're not foraging. So I bring them what I can from the yard, and they get a lot of trace minerals. I top dress with trace minerals as well to make sure that they're getting what they need, especially in the winter, because they're not getting those fresh veg with the dirt on the roots that I'm bringing them, right? So all in all, I'm trying to create a better system and a closed loop so that I can produce the food that we need and the food that they need. This winter, I did have some dried herbs and things that I've kept for them to eat. Not only that, put them in their nesting boxes. It helps also with the smell. When you live in a freezing cold environment, it's very difficult to clean the coop and the run over the winter, and things accumulate. And that sucks. I can't wait for spring cleaning. Oh, thank you so much, Daniel. Much appreciated. I didn't even ask you, do you have chickens yourself, Daniel? So this is what we're doing. We're just trying to make it happen and trying to be more self-sufficient, a little less reliant upon the system, and ease your mind and give you some peace of mind that you've got food in your backyard, from vegetables and herbs, fruit, things like that, to eggs, fresh eggs. At least you have some protein. It would be very difficult to produce enough beans for your whole family to live on, protein-wise, and enough vegetables with the small amount of protein that they have to survive. So without some kind of protein source like eggs, it can be a little bit of a stressor. If the system shut down like it did last year, and this year we've had completely empty shelves of meat. You walk in a grocery store and the whole meat aisle is empty. That's pretty frightening. The shipping situation, everything with the C word, I don't want to say it because they cut me off all the time. It's a problem, and you just don't want to be caught in that problem. You know, make your life a little easier. I'm not saying that this kind of life is easy. It is work. Homesteading is a lot of work. Don't get it twisted. They won't let us in. So really, yeah, there's a lot of things going on right now. There's that avian flu going on. I know that they have had to destroy millions of chickens in the States, and right now it's kind of a worry. And this is a reason you never want to let other people into your coop and your whole breeding situation or your whole raising of your birds, because they could inadvertently come in with something on their shoe or on their jacket and cause your whole flock to get sick. So this avian flu that's going on in the States, in the southern states, and it's moving up, is also affecting migratory birds that are now coming here in Canada for spring. So everyone's kind of like, well, I shouldn't say everyone, people who are going to be diligent are on lockdown. No one is coming in or near my coop. I make sure that I am clean when I come in. I want to be as sterile as I can. It's obviously impossible to be completely. They are in an open air environment outside, with the hardwire cloth, of course. No other animals are coming in, so to speak, but I'm sure things blow in. So it is kind of a worry, and we've been getting emails from all the associations, the Duck Association, turkeys and doves, and everybody that keeps birds, handling birds. They are on high alert right now. So as you're seeing these migratory birds come, you're excited that it's spring, but you're also like, are they carrying something? It's kind of frightening. Anyway, just take care of yourselves. Take care of your coop. Aw, thanks. I'm trying. I'm a good chicken mama, I think. I love my girls. I really do. And in fact, I didn't know chickens were missing from my life. And even being someone who is a chef and into food, I was really remiss in thinking that chickens are just chickens. Chickens are not just chickens. Each chicken has its own personality. Excuse me. Its own personality. Don't do that to her. That's not nice. Each chicken has relationships. There's chickens in the front yard of the house and see what you're. I think it is awesome. We have to go back to the olden times. Like, why not? Why are people so funny about chickens? Like, as long as you don't have a rooster crowing outside, I don't see what the problem is. Heck, they're cute. They're sweet. They eat all kinds of bugs and stuff like that. They forage through. They don't destroy things. They mind their own business for the most part. They are a good fertilizer as well. Yeah, why don't we go back to this? Like, why are we paying $7 for a dozen eggs? It just doesn't, what? Anyway, I digress. Chickens, they have personality. They have relationships. They come to you like dogs. They love to be cuddled. They like different things. Each one has a different taste. Some birds really like the sunflower. Some birds like this. They really have character. I have one, this one particularly. Come here, you. This is a Colombian rock. She's a super great layer. Hi, Gretchen. This is my Gretchen. This is my big girl. She's a good girl. But she thinks she's funny. She has a sense of humor. She'll come up and she'll peck at you, and then she'll run away like she's laughing. She's such a little disturber of the peace. But she thinks she's funny. It's very funny. So they have personality. To think that the animals that we are consuming do not have feelings and do not have heart and do not have character and personality just is part of the brainwashing of it all. If you are going to eat meat, try keeping those animals for yourself, or go experience what it's like to keep them or take care of them or get to know them, because we would appreciate things a lot more. You're sure not leaving leftover egg on your plate when you have to raise the eggs yourself and put all the work in and care to these chickens and the eggs. You sure aren't going to leave a steak, half a steak, not eaten if you are raising those cows yourself or whatever it may be. We have to be more appreciative of what we have, because we may not have it at some point, right? Not only that, we have lost our ability to take care of these animals. Animal husbandry is a thing of the past for many people. And I'm a suburban quote unquote homesteader now. And it has, even as someone that was really into food and has been around, and I did pre-vet in school. I mean, I have been connected to animals for a long time. Very much an animal appreciator, but this keeping chickens has really opened my eyes to a lot more of what I already kind of knew. But chickens, I think they're the best. I didn't know they were missing from my life. They do bring me joy. I can't wait to come out here in the morning. There's not much I'd get up for 5 a.m. for, just saying. But these gals I will. They're my sweet girls. Anyway, that's it. Springtime, where art thou? Mr. California, Mr. Daniel, please send us some warm weather in a glass, in a bottle. Goodness sakes. So I can't wait to get out here and start planting and start getting going on the season. We're really going to have to maximize our food efforts this year. As the snow is melting, I do see some very hardy brassicas I have out there, Brussels sprouts and kale, and there's some Swiss chard even still holding on. The first things that'll pop will be the crocuses. Of course, you can't eat crocus. But right after that, hostas start, the daffodils start. Don't eat daffodils. Then the tulips. And the tulips are edible. You can eat tulips. They're very, very delicious, in fact, and very colorful. Sweet for Easter. So Easter's around the corner. And we're gearing up. So I just can't wait for this cold to break. I'm tired of it. Ugh, it snowed again last night. Good grief. Anyway, take care of yourselves, take care of your family, take care of your homestead. Be a champion in your kitchen or on your property, wherever you are. All right, talk to you later. Thanks for tuning in. Bye, everybody.